Good evening. My name is Ben Skelton. I'm the president and CEO of the Gas Replacer. Uh, if you see me walking down the hallways, you probably see me dressed just like this in a suit on my way to a meeting. And I just wanted to kind of take this time so you can kind of get to know me on a personal level because I really think that's important at this juncture of the development of our company. What you may not know is that even though I'm the president and CEO, um, I came from a past of family of mechanics. My dad has been a mechanic for over 45 years. I started off in his shop when I was 15 years old, changing oil. We would work long hours. We both had a passion and a love for cars. You'd catch us most Saturdays going to car shows, entering a couple cars that we actually built together. And it was a wonderful time. It was a passion that carried with me throughout my entire adulthood. After leaving his shop, I went to engineering school and later got my master's degree. But in the back of my mind, I really wanted to do something special. So one day while I was talking with my wife, I said, hey, why don't we take a cross country trip? I have a classic 1970 Oldsmobile Vista Cruiser, and we decided for a family vacation. And my son, who was about 5 at the time, he began to ask a lot of questions. If you have small kids, you kind of know how this goes. And uh, he would ask, hey, what is this? What is that? And as we were driving from Los Angeles to South Carolina, he noticed in the background where all the buildings were, there was an orange haze. And he never really noticed it before. And for the first time, he kind of begins to ask the question. And he's like, Dad, what's that stuff in the air? And I said, son, that's smog. That's pollution that has nowhere to go. And he says, well, what causes it? And so during our 8-day journey across country and over 3,000 miles, I had an opportunity to talk with my son about pollution, about the environment, how we need to be good stewards of it. At the end of that trip, my son said something that was very profound and also very challenging to me. He looked at me with his blue eyes. I think he sees me in a cape as a superhero, and he says, Dad, you're the smartest guy I know. I bet you can fix that smog problem. And it was from the challenge of a 5-year-old that this whole thing started. I knew that I wasn't smart enough to figure out this solution. And so for the last 5 years, I've had the privilege of working with each and every one of you. And I'm really blown away by the success that we've had. We've made huge milestones, and if you actually look in the background, I'm actually not in my office. I'm actually in Detroit, and we have some exciting news. So for those of you who've been working on this top secret project, the gas replacer, I've actually pitched it to Ford Motor Company, and they are absolutely ecstatic about it. I just got out of the meeting, and I kind of want to share with you what I shared with them and how they're going to be able to help us out. Because right now, we're a small business, and we need a partnership in order to make this work. So a few things that I shared with them is that this September is when we're going to launch our product. And they agreed to the timeline. They're actually going to help us with the implementation of making sure that we have a good database of vehicles that can use our product. Things that we just could not do on our own. They're going to help us out with the marketing and also lobbying. A huge part of what we're doing is trying to come up with a standard bolt flange so that all future vehicles can accept our product. So what is our product? So our product is the gas replacer, and here's some 3 benefits that I just want to share with you real briefly. First of all, it's a bolt-on product that reduces emissions by 85%. So imagine how much cleaner the air is going to be in these large cities like Detroit, like Los Angeles, like New York City, if everyone uses this product. Another added benefit is that vehicles in our beta test got 18% better fuel economy. That means less trips to the gas station. Another benefit is that we're not relying on foreign oil. we can actually use American-grown soybeans to be able to fuel our future. And finally, and this is probably the most exciting part, is that our product qualifies for the renewable energy rebate. In 2017, the President of the United States enacted a bill that would give hybrids up to $4,500 in rebate. And our product qualifies, it meets all of the criteria. And so people that buy our product, when it comes time for taxes, they'll get 100% money back. So it's one of those things where it's almost we can't lose. And so I'm just so excited about where we've come from, what we've done. And I just want to leave you with a quote from Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs said this: "The ones who are crazy enough to think that they can change the world are the ones who do." And ladies and gentlemen, I believe that we are changing the world, one vehicle at a time. A dream that started with the questions of a 5-year-old has led to some of the most groundbreaking and revolutionary technology that the automotive world has seen. And so when I get back to the office, I have a big bottle of champagne that we're going to break open, and we're really going to celebrate what we've been able to accomplish this far. And I couldn't be more happy to be your boss, but more important, I couldn't be more happy to be your friends, because that's what I see each and every one of you as. And I know the weeks leading up to this big rollout are going to be stressful, and I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I truly appreciate all that you do. I appreciate the sacrifices that you've made. And I hope together that we can build a brighter future for our kids and for our grandkids. So thanks for all you've done, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Have a great night.